up, Chris? Chris. Chris.
Right.
Hey now, welcome to the May the 4th episode of Super Cool Nerd Show.
Yes, live long and prosper.
Which you know. No.
I'm not a Star Trek house.
No. So let's start off by saying, May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th
May
be
the
with you.
4th.
Yes.
And with you.
And also
On
with
the
you.
dark side.
Except for the guy that's... I really should have put that figure down there. I was doing this. I didn't even think about he's bringing a helmet. I got all the dark side stuff over here.
Dark Side is in DC? Dark Side is in DC?
No.
No? Different one?
That,
The one that's like misspelled, that's a
award-winning
dyslexic
franchise
spelling
DC?
of Dark Side. All right, so yes,
Dark Side is
on the
not
panel
movie?
today, I am Matt. You know me, you know this mug. It's just short hair, because I saw my girl Heather today. You know, got the short hair going. Short
you
beard.
got a haircut?
I got a haircut.
Yeah.
It was
You
long.
never cut a lot off.
I don't go bald. So, you
Well,
know, I never go bald. So,
Oh.
I always have hair. Over here, this is the real jackass, REALJACKASS BC.
I feel like turning off the AC to see how long he lasts.
Oh, it's gonna come off right
Yeah.
now.
Oh my god, dude, that'd be amazing. Do the news in that.
Hold
I
on.
cannot
please.
Is my heat gun over there for cosplay? We'll make this real uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. And
I see the
this,
fear in his eyes.
my right, your left, is my homie, my girl, my Cora.
What up? Oh god.
Is that what? Well,
I can't
no. Nope. The street's gone.
Wait.
Don't sully my glasses. No, it got worse. No, take them off.
But
Take them off.
But I'm
All
cool.
right.
I'm
Nope, you're not.
thug. I'm
No,
totally
we're putting
thug.
this
No,
away.
no.
They kind of do fit her better.
And then,
Just saying.
It matches my shirt.
and then beside her is Jason the Extreme Rules. Is that a thing anymore? Is that a pay-per-view? Or
No,
is
it's
it Great Balls of Fire?
Oh,
Or Fire? Why? Why did you change it to Great Balls of Fire? Unless somebody's
that
going to
is
be
the-
riding like one of those like balls that goes and...
I don't even want to go. It's here, and I don't want to go to this pay-per-view because it's called Great Balls of Fire.
Please tell me that there's going to be like inflamed balls in the entrance.
So
Yes, sweaty giant men in tight underwear wrestling around.
Great balls of fire.
I want to see like Brock Lesnar come out and it's just like the fiery balls and they're just kind of pulsating. It's like boom.
There must be a lot of there's a lot of gold bond going around back in that locker room.
absolutely.
I'm chafing.
There's gonna be some jock itch and everything.
So My buddy Xander was trolling people on one of his WWE forums.
Typical.
Because it's the American Airlines Center is in downtown Dallas.
This is very true.
And people were arguing about oh, it's in Arlington, and that's I think the AT&T Center.
That's Cowboy Stadium.
That's Cowboy Stadium.
Or Cowboy Stadium. I don't know. Basically,
It is AT&T Stadium, though. Yeah.
No, it's called Cowboy Stadium.
basically a big heated
It's Cowboy
argument
Stadium.
had arisen in the chat or in the forum about Dallas and Fort Worth and that rivalry they have, and he just started when you think about it, it's all Dallas. That Fort Worth side, no, it's just Dallas. They just want to be Dallas, so it's just Dallas.
You know
Or Dallas.
You know
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
really interesting is that it's called Great Balls of Fire. It's in Dallas, which is Texas, so it's always going to be hot, right? And then if you've ever looked at a metro map or, a traffic map of DFW, I'm just going to say look it up because you'll realize that Great Balls of Fire is pretty apropos when you think about it. So look it up and then thank me later.
He said it looks like a testicle.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shaft and everything.
It looks like a penis.
Yeah, dude, look it up. Okay, so behind the scenes, our main man, Mr. Professor The K of Chris.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvad, you shall be avenged.
That's
You know,
Star Wars. That's Star Trek. It's Galaxy Quest.
I love Galaxy Quest enough that I'll accept any quotes from
That's
Galaxy
not
Quest.
bad.
You know what's bad though is the Trekkies have ranked Galaxy Quest higher than the Star Trek reboots. and
Well, because
Star
it's
Trek
actually
movies.
good.
Oh,
Wow.
interesting.
In their official ranking.
Official?
Official.
Okay.
Official.
Good.
We're
Cool.
already starting out with the words.
Yes, words. They're the thing that runs us. Okay, and then normally we'd have our producer Rob, but he's currently trying to find the map of the Declaration of Independence. So good luck with that, sir. We wish we could be there with you.
Maybe he'll run into
He's with
Nicolas Cage.
He is with Nicolas
He's
Cage
with
right now.
Nicolas
Yes,
Cage.
they've
Oh
already
my God.
found Benjamin Franklin's glasses, and they are currently in Washington D.C. to try and find it.
I'm jealous.
Is it,
We miss you, Rob.
Is it Diane Keaton, right?
Diane Keaton.
What's her name? The chick that's in those movies?
It's not Diane Keaton.
Definitely
So,
not her.
on the show tonight, obviously, since it's May the 4th, we will be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy. And then we will also be talking about American Gods because she brought a book. And
I brought the book.
She brought the book, and it's silver lined.
That's very nice, bro.
It's a beautiful book.
Barnes and Noble, $20. You can get American Gods and the follow-up novelette, A Nazi Boys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
actually
cheap
worth
plug
picking.
for Barnes and Noble.
That's actually worth it.
And then, I don't know, are we talking about Star Wars? Like, I feel like we kind of should.
We should, but
mean-
they didn't give us anything
Like,
today.
I don't know if there's anything to really talk about. I mean, it's May the 4th, but whatever.
Chris?
I mean,
There's
How about-
always things to talk about.
I thought we were going to talk about Spaceballs today.
Spaceballs? Hey, you know what? Guys,
May the Schwartz
may
be
the
with
Schwartz
you.
be with you, okay? May the
They
Schwartz
gave
be
us
with you.
nothing. We got the announcement that Dr. Afra would be an action figure.
And Funko Pops.
Which
I love
I
Funkos.
collect action figures and I could care less.
Oh, that's a sad day.
It's Dr. Afra. Who gives a
Yeah,
shit?
I don't. But we will try and figure this all out while BC stumbles and mistakenly goes through his super cool nerd news.
It was so hot in that thing. I don't know how James Earl Jones does it.
He didn't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's totally him in there, bro. It's not another dude with a weird voice. You guys are crazy. Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinks.com. Cinelinks, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinks. We're going at some gaming news to start it out. The first DLC has been announced for Zelda Breath of the Wild. First announced back in February, Nintendo has just detailed what exactly we'll be getting in this first batch of DLC being offered for Breath of the Wild. In the summer, from new armor to fancy smart map, it all sounds pretty great. The pack includes Trial of the Sword, previously known as Cave Trials Challenge, where enemies appear one after another. Hard mode. In hard mode, the ranks of enemies in the game are increased and players might even encounter higher ranking enemies than they would find in normal play. Heroes Path mode, which will document every single step a players take and mark their path with green on the map. As well, Travel Medallion.
My God, seriously?
Medallion?
No,
Medellin.
Medellin was that Entourage movie.
Yeah, it looks like a good movie. It was so bad, though. But there was a great trailer for it. Anyway, with this, the players can create temporary and new travel points to the map where they are currently standing. Korok Mask. When equipped...
Korok.
That's what I said.
You said Korok.
No, it's not what you said.
That's what I said. Korok.
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 No.
Cora.
Korok.
That's what I said. Korok.
Cora, but Cora rocks. Korok.
Oh, we knew that.
Korok.
Alright, go get it.
When equipped, the mask will shake, indicating that Korok is hidden somewhere nearby. 8 new pieces of equipment inspired by previous characters in the games, and if you didn't buy the expansion pass with Breath of the Wild came out, the DLC pack will be available in a bundle, including the winter release of DLC Pack 2 for $19.99. In typical Rock fashion, he took to Instagram to give us the plot details of his next film, Rampage. Based on the arcade game of the same name, the movie will tell the story of monsters destroying cities with the cast that includes The Rock and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. In the photo, The Rock said, "Day 1, kicking off production, #Rampage. In our story, we have 3 animals who fall victim to an evil genetic editing rapidly..." What?
No, you already started. Go.
That's what it was, editing. Rapidly changing every strand of their DNA so they grow, evolve, and mutate. Everything becomes amplified. Their size, strength, speed, agility, and violent aggression. One of the animals infected, a rare albino gorilla named George, is my best friend. George is played by 6'9" Jason Lyles, pictured here. Jason has been studying gorillas for months now, preparing for his motion capture role. Gorillas in movement, body language, and all emotions. Joy, pain, sadness, love, aggression, etc. It's insane when you get around this man and how he embodies a gorilla. This is the most fascinating advanced VFX motion cap process I've ever worked on with my career. With the best mocap team in the world, Weta Digital, working on Rampage monsters, you'll get a taste of this new technology in the upcoming War for the Planet of the Apes, also known as Apes on Horses. He didn't actually say that. I added that part. As well as James Cameron's Avatar films. Well, the cool advance in technology is our movie. The number one thing you're going to experience when you watch it is fun. Because with my best friend George, no happy, then me no happy. And when me no happy, bad people become our lunch. #Day 1, #kicking off production, #Rampage, little gorilla emoji. It was the coolest post on Instagram ever. I loved it. Prepare to return to Narnia. This time, Sony is opening up the wardrobe. Sony has tasked Joe Johnston, director of Jumanji, The Rocketeer, and the MCU staple Captain America, The First Avenger, to bring the story back to life. Johnson brings us an adaptation of the 4th novel in the series, The Silver Chair, which will stand as a reboot to the classic franchise. The story, whose script treatment has been penned by Life of Pi screenwriter David McGee, follows the first 3 books family protagonist, the Pevenese cousin Estash Stubb, and his classmate Jill Pole as they rescue Prince Rillian, the son of the now King Caspian. Pineapples. Offset antics. Sony Pictures has released its first trailer for The Dark Tower, the highly anticipated adaptation of Stop it! For the love of Pete. The highly anticipated adaptation of Stephen King's book series, directed by... this one's going to be bad.
Oh, do it.
Nicolas Arcel.
What?
How bad?
You did a good job, kid.
You knocked...
Keep going with the news.
But you knocked...
Keep going with the news, kid.
The film stars Idris Elba as gunslinger Roland Deschain and Matthew McConaughey as the Man in Black, 2 forces of constantly opposing each other in the search for the Dark Tower. Speaking of trailers, the first trailer for Marvel's The Defenders has also dropped yesterday. The highly anticipated miniseries brings together a cast of Netflix's MCU. Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock, a.k.a. the Daredevil, Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones, Mike Coulter as Luke Cage, and Finn Jones as Danny Rand, a.k.a. the Iron Fist. Additional cast members include Academy Award-nominated actress Sigourney Weaver, Elodie Young reprising her role as Elektra, Scott Glenn as Stick, Deborah Ann Woll as Karen Page, Eldon Henson, a.k.a. Oh man, now I can't think of his damn name.
Yeah, why didn't you write it?
Oh, because I didn't think about it till right now. What was it? Fulton from the Mighty Ducks as Foggy Nelson. Carrie Ann Moss as Jerry Hogarth. Rachel Taylor as Trish Walker, a.k.a. Hellcat. Simone Missick as Misty Knight. And Iron Fist's Jessica Henwick as the daughter of the dragon, Colleen Wing.
Stop putting names in your thing.
Marvel's The Defenders premieres globally on Netflix August 18th, 2017. The Inhumans. We got a brand new picture from Entertainment right here. It looks like an Entertainment Weekly picture. I mean, there's stuff and they look like they're in a show or something. I don't really know. It's okay, cool, whatever. The marketing campaign for Logan gave us black and white images early on. This left many fans wondering if the movie was actually going to be in black and white. That didn't turn out to be true, but Mangold has revealed via Twitter that the fans will be able to see a black and white version of Logan in special theatrical release on Tuesday, May 16th. Logan will then be released on 4K, Ultra HD, and Blu-ray on May 23rd with the black and white version attached. I do too. It looks freaking cool. Aquaman has started production. I put that in late, so I don't really have anything else to say about it. But
They have a new logo.
there's a new logo. I'm assuming that's what Chris got right here, and it looks pretty cool. It's in production. He's no longer making sandwiches in Subway. He is making a movie. Way to go, Aquaman.
What? When did you do that?
That's Aquaman, you know. All he really does is go on the food run for the Justice Friends.
Oh, poor Aquaman.
He's like the Hawkeye of DC. Come on, man.
Oh,
Excuse me, move it.
that was amazing.
Move it.
That is 100% true.
All right, in our final story, there are some Split spoilers very strong in this story. So if you have not seen Split, turn it off for like 30 seconds, pause it, do something like that.
Mute it over.
Mute it, whatever. There's going to be spoilers. If you haven't seen Split,
Thumbs up
you
when
know.
you're done.
I know, I'll do wave like that, okay? But anyway, spoilers, you have been warned. But the Shamhammer has revealed that details for his third film in the new cinematic universe, Glass, is on its way. In a whole bunch of tweets, Shamalama Ding Dong said, okay, here we go. Finish the new script. Tweet. My new film is the sequel to #Unbreakable and #Split, and it has always been my dream to have both these films collide in a third film. Tweet. The iconic Bruce Willis returns as David Dunn. Tweet. The incomparable Samuel L. Jackson will return as Elijah Price, Mr. Glass. Tweet. The Virtuoso, that's a word, right?
Virtuoso.
#James McAvery returns as Kevin Wendell Crumb, Patricia, Dennis, Henwig, Barry, Jade, Orwell, The Beast, Henrik, Norma, tweet. And the prodigy Anna Taylor-Joy will return as Casey Cook. Tweet. I'm reteaming with my partners Jason Blum and Universal Picks for this crazy comic book thriller. Tweet. And the film is called Glass. Tweet. Universal Pictures will release Glass on January 18th, 2019 all over the world. How's that for not keeping a secret? I'm the Shamhammer. Tweet. That's your Super Cool Nerd News powered by Cinelinx.com.
I just want to say for a moment that I thought you yourself were calling yourself the Shamhammer. Just for a split second, I thought you were like, I'm the Shamhammer.
That's a dumbass name.
That's a terrible name.
That's how you say his name.
ShamWow.
Shamwow. That's also how you say his name.
ShamWow.
All I think of is the Shermanator from American Pie.
So, just a quick thing. We cannot actually talk about Narnia?
Why?
Because they talked about it last week.
Yeah.
I posted the news story on Saturday.
No.
You're the one that told me to put it in there.
I did.
Why would you listen to him?
By
Why
the
do you
way-
keep knocking over Anakin? What's your problem?
Bro, what's your problem, Anakin, man?
Yeah, that's his old self.
I'm sorry, Annie. My bad.
Now just stick that back in the hole.
Oh, no. She went Jar Jar.
Well, I mean, I kind of deserve that after that Hawkeye joke.
Yeah, thanks.
So let's we have a DLC for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Check that out. That is awesome. And what I love about it is that it's the Master Sword Trials. So what you get to do is you're gonna go in without any armor, no great weaponry, and you have to face off against 45 rooms of hordes of and like beasts, whatever, enemies.
Survival mode.
Yeah, essentially. And then at
just
the
hate
end
it.
of it, if you pass all of it, you get the strongest form of the Master Sword, which is awesome. And then they're coming out with a hard mode where you actually face off against new and different monsters that you wouldn't face if you were just playing the game normally. So there's a lot to be excited about. But this first DLC is cool. The second DLC is going to be better because there's going to be a new original story added to it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's going to be the winner.
And I just need to confirm, is this going to be on just the Switch, or is it also going to be available on the Wii U?
Switch and Wii U.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you have the game, you can have the DLC.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure because at my apartment we have a Wii U, I believe, but we do not have a Switch. So we're going to be getting the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild at some point.
It'll be as good.
Yeah, it's still the same game.
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. Cover all
By the way,
bases.
side note, totally got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Fun. My wife actually wants to play video games now. Her and I raced each other last night. It was amazing.
Mario
I
Kart
want
ends
to race your
friendships.
wife.
It does. But it was funny was that like
People get really mad at
she
me.
did the time trials and it took her 5 minutes to do one. Like it was hilarious.
You're
it was
one,
amazing.
you're one blue shell from sleeping on the couch.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why I'm always in first. So I don't have to ever have to deal with that.
I saw a GIF that was somebody who was in first place.
Mm-hmm.
They were driving this peach. They had a green shell, but they were about to cross the finish line. Stop, back up, put the green shell right into somebody's
Oh, I
way,
saw that! I
knock
saw
them
that!
up, and then cross the
Yes!
finish line. It's like that's a dick
Dude,
move.
that's savage.
That's fight
That's-
right there.
yeah.
Like you could have won.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. And just backs up, bam, knocks the person up, and
Oh.
then while they're in the air, crosses the finish line. Like,
Yeah. And what was great was that like he's starting to cross like the guy who got hit starts to cross the finish line like he might win,
Oh,
but
he
then
t-
that's whenever he flips over and loses, and the guy just like rides on right next to him.
that's
It was
savage.
awesome.
That was savage.
It was amazing.
That is a ruined friendship and or relationship right there.
That's going to control upside your head. But
No, what always made me mad about Mario Kart is the guys that knew that little glitch where you can like jump all the way to the end just by hitting a wall. Or
Rainbow
something.
Road.
Oh yeah.
No, not on Rainbow Road. On Wario's.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that thing.
for sure.
Yeah,
Warriors.
that shit made me so.
there's like several cheat shortcuts in the original Rainbow Road.
I'm not gonna lie. There are two cheats I always used, and I don't actually consider them cheats because I didn't use glitches. It was the Rainbow Road at the start when you jump off,
Yeah.
and in I can't remember which one it is, but it's the one where like you're on the island, like the tropical island. If you get there when the water recedes, you can actually go through half
Yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's not really a cheat.
That's
I
the
mean that's
beach.
just
That's
the
good
way it
timing.
works.
Oh no, I call it a cheat because my sister could never do it.
Oh, nice.
It was the only way I could beat her in that.
So of course the news that had me like most excited today and running around my warehouse.
That was the greatest Instagram video I've ever seen.
What?
Next to mine.
But freaking Defenders looks
Dude.
3 words: hallway fight scene,
And I love
with everybody.
the best thing about there's a lot of backlash already on it. A lot
What?
of people
What backlash?
a lot of people are already talking about how they don't. Finn Jones is already making them mad just by seeing him in there because he's kind of like a little yip yip dog in there. But it makes sense. He's the young guy of the group. He's gonna be the gung ho, let's go kind of guy.
I
like it.
I love when he actually hits Luke, and Luke actually looks like, what? He has
Yeah.
like he's getting punched, but a look of confusion of, wait a minute.
Yeah, I love the part where Daredevil's wearing the scarf, and she's like, "You look stupid." He's like, "It's your scarf."
And we already see Electra will be back. I love Stick already.
Uh-huh.
So get your shit together.
Yep.
Just comes in.
Did you
just
see? Did
talking
you see
smack.
the official Twitters of each of the show?
No.
Jessica Jones tweeted out, "I want my scarf back," and then
God.
Daredevil tweeted back, "Goes, it's fine. It smells worse than it smells like someone used it to clean up Luke Cage's blown up bar." And then Luke Cage tweets out and goes, "Too soon."
Oh, I feel as though
And it's
pretty
their
great.
official Twitter.
That's pretty great.
We're bringing 4 shows all together now. It feels kind of like we did on Avengers.
Yeah.
Not as much, but I still have the feeling.
I'm overly hyped for it. And I'm so excited because I'm going to go back and rewatch everything.
I'm really excited for it too. I'm almost feel like the hallway scene seems a little forced. Because, like, I love it in Daredevil. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. Like, I feel like that's where it belongs.
But-
and so then they're going to insert it into this. I'm like,
Well, because Daredevil's there, I think it works.
But I also feel like I didn't need to see that in the trailer.
This
like,
is true.
I would have rather seen it in real time.
I think the reason it's in the trailer is the backlash from Iron Fist. They're going, look, he's actually fighting now, because the scene from the hallway is him jumping off the wall, knocking somebody,
Which is not a hard thing to do. So
Well, I
I'm
know.
hoping he actually trained. That'd be nice.
Well, again, like we said when we reviewed it, it wasn't his fault that they rushed him in that.
It's kind of his fault still.
How? Hey, you're hired. We're filming this scene right now. You have to. You have 15 minutes to learn how to fight. How was that his fault?
But
his fault.
I am kind of with Matt on the Hall. Maybe we could have not seen it because I remember when Daredevil, the second season of Daredevil, when it gets down to it, we all pretty much have to say, "Oh God, it's a hallway fight scene again."
Yeah.
So I think that would have been more epic to reveal it during the show. So.
And they could have shown another fight sequence if you want to show that Finn is fighting.
I mean, I was excited to see it. I thought it was good to enter it in there. I already loved the chemistry between everybody.
Sure.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
And immediately, I liked Jessica Jones a lot better than.
Oh
the
my
show.
God, I loved Jessica Jones. I think it's because I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't watched Jessica Jones in a good bit. So getting to see her and her attitude again, like from the beginning, I'm like, oh yeah, I like.
I love
Jessica
the
Jones.
interrogation with her and Misty.
Yeah.
And then we see Claire again, and it's everybody's coming home, you know.
Although the one thing about Jessica Jones is that in the trailer they seem to have underpowered her a little bit.
Yeah, because she's
super
handcuffed.
strong.
I'm like, she can break those handcuffs, can't she?
But she's not bulletproof. I'm pretty sure she gets shot by a cop.
Sure, no, but that's not even what I'm saying. But like you showed, okay, you had each scene. You said, okay, here's Daredevil, and there's a Daredevil fighting, right? And it's like, okay, here's Jessica Jones, and she's just like kick, and the guy doesn't go flying, which I thought was weird. And then you see Luke Cage, and like the guy goes flying, and then you have Finn or Iron Fist, where he's like got the immortal.
I'm not
iron.
gonna judge
That's probably
too much.
why, because they probably want, look, when Luke Cage hits people, they need to fly. If Jessica Jones does it too, it's not as special when Luke
But it
Cage
is. It is special because she is just as strong as Luke Cage, and that's one of the things that makes her so special.
Yeah, but you remember those two shows? The fighting styles on those two shows were a lot different. When she hit people, they didn't really fly. When she hit other objects, it did. But when she hit people...
She's pulling her punches.
Yeah. But when Luke would hit somebody... It was like superhero movie.
Clearly, she's
it was
pulling
like
her
Rock
punches.
and Fate and Furious.
Because if you remember, she did kill somebody by putting her fist through her.
Sure. Okay, if you were gonna do that, that's fine. Okay, at least show her flying or jumping or doing something that shows off her powers.
Well, maybe
Instead, it looked like she was just like, oh, I'm just gonna fight and punch this normal guy.
Maybe we'll get it explained later, but I'm willing to wait because I'm not willing to criticize too much as of yet, just because.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna critique the trailer, that would be my two critiques.
Okay.
Would be that right there.
What else do we have?
So, actually, I think that's it.
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's switch gears because it is.
We're not going to talk at all about Glass. I'm so excited about it.
Well, here's the problem with that is that you just told our viewers to put earmuffs on, and now they have to put earmuffs on again.
So
well, fine, okay.
anyway,
I was really looking forward to talking about it with you guys. Whatever.
We can talk about it after the show.
Talk about it real quick. Say it real quick.
we'll get it when we get a trailer.
I'm so excited! And I wasn't even a big fan of Unbreakable, but Split was so freaking good. I am so hyped and ready for this.
Should I watch Split?
Yes. Have you not?
You haven't seen it?
Oh my God, yes. Dude, seriously, that's Shyamalan's, whatever his name is.
Shyamalan Ding Dong.
What is it?
M. Night
M. Night
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. I don't know why I'm like messing up
Shyamalan?
because he's messing me up.
Admittedly, I see
But-
something he's done. I'm kind of like,
But like
I do
this
too.
is his coming out party. That's the thing. Like
Return.
he's back.
okay, all right, I'll give it a shot tonight.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Oh my God, it's so and it's not just him, because James McAvery in this thing.
McAvoy.
McAvery.
Just call him Professor X.
McAvoy.
I know, but I want to call him what I want to call him.
Why?
Because we're on a different level than you are. Okay,
Okay, fine.
Me and Jamie are cool.
Fine. Then it was Finn Jones' fault.
Anyway, okay,
He's so good.
Yeah, he is amazing in it.
I'll check it out.
And
I'll let you
also
know
the
what I
girl in there too is pretty
Aaron Taylor
pretty
Joy,
darn
yeah,
good. Yeah.
amazing.
Okay, so now that's it for the news. Let's talk about Star Wars for a moment. Okay, let's honor it for a moment because
Has nobody
it
noticed
is-
the one thing that's out of place in all the figures?
No.
I do.
Oh, that guy? I did see that when I was over there. I was like, what's he doing there?
He's from
I
the
immediately
future.
saw it,
Oh.
It's Spider-Man 2099.
but I saw it from this view, and I just thought oh, it must be someone else.
He's another
and
alien.
as soon as you said something out of place, I'm like, oh, then he's not Star Wars.
He's a background character that got an action figure and like a short story in
He's
the
like that,
expanded universe.
He's like that deputy or that sheriff on Jakku that had his own like figure that was no reason.
Yeah. He's
I'm having a hard time because I keep looking towards Jason, and I'm always. It keeps making me look down toward Han Solo and Finn.
Yeah, it looks really weird.
Entirely too close to each other.
It's like he's got a secret to share, where he's just like he's doing that like really strange kind of inappropriate like whisper. He's just like, "Hey kid."
Oh, I need an adult. I need an adult.
Like it's like Finn's like hot breath on my neck. Like, please get away. Please get away. Anyway, so since it is May the 4th. We just wanted to take a moment and honor Star Wars. Let's talk about our favorite moments in the franchise. You know, like
since they gave us nothing today.
Because unfortunately they did.
Why? It's not an official day. The official Star Wars day is
25th,
the 25th,
right? Yeah, it's the May the 25th.
That is Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
This is something that we as fans said, this is our day. Screw y'all, because we can say May the 4th. It makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense. Why not? Why not adopt it?
Why don't you love us?
And I think, as much as I'm not really a fan of the fact that they look like they're moving the releases to May from this point forward.
I like it.
I get it because again, May is kind of Star Wars month.
It's Star Wars month, and you're also kicking off summer movie season, which means you're going to make bukus of money.
Well, here's my thing though: they made bukus of money in December. Sure. And then it's like a Christmas present to me. Star Wars on Christmas.
But a lot of families don't necessarily want to go see a movie or go to the theater on Christmas weekend.
See, I disagree. Like my parents who don't go to movies went to see Star Wars.
People are out of town. People are visiting other places. It is an unusual time when people might be moving around.
And also it's a shopping holiday. So at the same time, you've already spent so much money on these gifts that now you're like, oh, now I have to spend more money on like a $25 ticket?
Here's the other issue. Now, look, you're going to make your money.
Okay, BC, there is precedent for Star Wars movies in the summer. Jedi came out on 25th May 83, and so there is already precedent for it.
All the Star Wars came out in May. Until the New Age ones.
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, yeah.
Yeah, so, they were all released in May, and I get that.
Well, return to form. Okay.
And I get that, but I'm just like, okay, you were owning December. Like, you made December yours. And you opened the gate for more blockbuster types to come in there. And you had December, January, February to just run. Now you're going to have a couple weeks, and you're going to have your own competition.
See, I think
because now you have Han Solo, Avengers. Then you have Episode 9, Avengers 4.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're still going to be like backing up the money truck no matter what.
Well, I know, because it's all Disney.
It's all Disney.
But at the same time, but again, you could have Avengers. And then Star Wars.
Yeah, but I think
you took control of December. And I don't know, just for me, I enjoyed it because I can't, you know how many times I saw Star Wars in theaters in December?
A lot.
I went 7 times.
Damn.
Just in December.
Way more than I thought.
Just in December. Then I went again another 2 or 3 times in January and at least once in February. In summer, I might be able to squeeze 2 out.
But see, December is starting to get convoluted now. Because people saw the success that Star Wars had with December.
What are they going against?
Well, now you've got Avatar is pretty much releasing everything.
Avatar is not coming out.
Until
it is in theaters, it is not coming out.
It's true. But at the same time, like, you've got a lot of other movies that want to come into that time slot. And I believe DC maybe has one too. And I can't remember which one it might be. But you've got a lot that want to come into that time slot. So why not back out, go to how it was originally done, go to May, build off a summer movie season, and boom, you're done. Plus, you have to think, it's not going to be until 2019 anyway.
Yeah.
Which, you got plenty of time between now and then.
It actually starts next year, because next year Han Solo.
Well, sure, I'm talking about the episodes, but, I mean, as far as the whole, like, oh, it's a Star Wars story, I kind of feel like they're different, separate from that.
Okay, well, the biggest news right now is we just got our trailer, well, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Which looks Epic. I'm loving.
It's still tasty.
Well, I love we're seeing that different angle on Luke, and we're seeing the Jedi Temple burning, and finally we may see the Knights of Ren actually do something.
Sure. I feel like we're going to see them in the background, or not in the background, but whenever
are they
going to
reveal everything that happened with the Jedi Temple?
I think so, because you look at it, you had R2 and a cloaked figure, and Luke puts the hand on R2,
but
and there was something burning far away.
It looks like somebody's starting to walk out of that fire, which I'm kind of like, why are they not?
Captain Phasma was walking out of that fire.
It could have been Captain Phasma.
But
and so then you see like the alternate view where you see now it's like you see the Jedi Temple burning and the shrouded figure and R2. So that's why I feel like they're going to go back in time to show what happened.
Do you think? And this is there's not a lot of precedent. This is just an idea I might have. And we've seen the scene there with the stormtroopers and Captain Phasma kind of walking out of the fire, so it may not be anything. But do you think Luke burned the temple himself?
No, absolutely not.
I don't.
How dare you? How dare you?
I don't believe it.
But it's time for the Jedi to end.
No,
I think it's because he feels like he's
guilt-stricken.
Guilt-stricken. I think he's just salty after what happened with Kylo, and you see that maybe he had hope that the Jedi Order was going to start something again. It was going to start anew, and then one of his own leaves, and he Anakins him.
Yes, it's a verb.
And not to mention, it's not just Kylo Ren. His name was Ben, and
that's chosen.
That's a powerful name in that universe. So you had a guy named Ben who you thought was going to be the new savior, the new Jedi Order, and then he turns on him, pulls an Anakin, and then he even kills Han Solo. So yeah, the Jedi need to end. He's done. He's over it.
I'm ready for, honestly though, we're talking about like best moments. Though.
Yeah.
We're like our best moments. Mine this year is going to be September, of course, because y'all can have your movies and your trailers and everything. I want my toys.
What are you talking about? You don't like the toys?
And these aren't all of them.
I thought these were Cora's.
I wish.
No. So my most epic moments are going to come in September, and I just got full approval for San Diego Comic-Con now. So I will be doing I will be getting the stuff they're offering this year.
Very nice.
Which they're Grand Admiral Thrawn's throne room.
Oh,
from Rebels with all those little things that he had in there.
Is he gonna have the mural in the back too? Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
So that's number one on my list to get this year, and I'm hearing that we'll see more of because we're getting more vehicles from the Black Series.
Sure.
On a story that I did on SCNS.com, SCNS for all your news reviews, editorials, and more. We're getting the land speeder and Rey's flying toaster thing. It looks like a toaster.
It seriously does.
I still like it.
I want her to put like a loaf of bread in there. I want her to put like a giant piece of bread in there, and so while she's like flying around, it's like bing.
But there are some other exclusives. But the Thrawn figure, which is the first one in the 6-inch series that they'll be having. Oh, and I think Grand Moff Tarkin will finally get his.
Yeah,
as well.
that would be cool.
They need.
Yeah, it's a long time coming, but September is when we get all the toys and everything. I promise this year I will not get drunk.
You will get
and not go at midnight to get toys.
It's gonna happen.
No, it won't happen.
We know you. No, that's gonna happen.
You're still gonna get drunk, but you're still gonna also go get toys.
No,
that's exactly what we said he's gonna do.
He might go get toys, then get drunk.
That's true. That could happen.
No, there was a question of like, do I just walk over to Target? But like I'm sitting there like at a point I went like, oh shit, it's like 11:55. Can I stand? Nope.
That's whenever you need like Amazon to just bring it over.
I ended up doing that for like the Rogue One figures.
Oh wow!
And then I went to it. I had like been to like 5 stores, and I went, fuck it, I'll get it on my phone. Bam, got them all. The next stores I went to had everything. I was like, I just want to
I want there to be like a reality TV crew watching Jason at all times, like for like when Star Wars figures come over and he's just drunk and he answers the door. He's like, "Hey, got my figure," and they're just like, Yeah, like please.
Cheryl understands by now, okay?
Cheryl.
We have an understanding.
Cheryl brings the whiskey too?
Huh? No, they don't. They can't.
That's true. They can't deliver alcohol.
Unless you just pay them.
There actually is an alcohol delivery service.
Do what?
I saw a van for it when I used to take the bus in a different part of Dallas.
And it took you this long to tell us?
Because they've closed down all the liquor stores over there.
I'm always the last one to know these things.
I got one.
Okay.
I'm always the last one to know these things, so I honestly thought y'all already knew. But yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a delivery service. You have to be 21.
If you would like to deliver me alcohol, please.
It's like Favor, but for alcohol.
So, Cora, what would you say is your favorite moment from Star Wars? You can go past, you can go present, you can go future, whatever.
I think she got her favorite right there. It's like,
Mr. Poe?
Have you seen the caption where Leia's got her legs kicked up on the table? And Finn's talking to Poe? And the caption reads like, Finn, would you like to stay? Finn's asking, Poe, would you like to stay for dinner? And Leia's like, would you like to stay forever? I miss Carrie. That made me sad.
Are we going with favorite moments in the movie?
Whatever you want to do. He picked toys.
Yeah.
So you go with whatever you want.
I have to say, like, it wasn't a moment in the movie, because I do have to say, episode 7 was the first one I ever seen, or ever, no, it wasn't. Ever saw in theaters that I enjoyed.
Hold up. Oh, because you saw the original. Not the original, it's the new 1, 2, 3.
I saw 1 and 2.
Poor child.
I saw 2 in theaters, and I fell asleep about 5 minutes into it.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's natural.
But I went and saw episode 7 with my brother-in-law and my sister, which was also how I found out my sister was truly in love with my brother-in-law, because she hates going to movies because she can't sit still, and she went and saw episode 7 and stayed still.
All right.
But what made it so great was, one, it just had this warm feeling to go see it with someone who was just as excited as I was to see it, because that was his tradition with his dad. His dad lives in South Carolina, and we were in Georgia, so it wasn't going to happen for opening weekend. They tried it wasn't going to work, but he could go see it with us, so he was still got to see it with family. And I saw my brother-in-law, and this is the only time, by the way, I've seen him cry. He cried when the music started.
Oh yeah, I did.
I did too.
He didn't cry.
I mean, you're a soulless bastard.
I can't tell you how many times I cried in The Force Awakens that first viewing.
That music hits. It gets you.
He didn't cry when he got married. He didn't cry when his daughter was born a few weeks ago, but he cried at Star Wars.
Exactly.
He's a good man.
He also cried when Han died, we all did.
I think he did cry laughing whenever we kept texting on the day that we were heading down to PAX.
No, he wasn't crying, but he was laughing.
I cried.
That was my sister who was crying with laughter.
We're
not going there again.
I started to tear up at a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
But then it was just full waterworks when boom, the music hit.
I'm like, when I started tearing up a little bit, I looked, and the guy that was sitting right next to me was just like I heard him.
Yeah.
And I look over, and he was like,
yeah. And then I definitely cried and I still do every time I watch it. This is the only time I still cry now watching it. That first scene when after the Resistance saves Han and Finn and all them.
Yeah.
And he's like, they took Rey. Yeah, kid, that's good. And he's just standing there, and that door opens, and Leia walks out, and it's still fucking.
You had a moment right now where you could have just totally pivot and just been like, and I just waterworked when I saw C-3PO with a red arm. I just don't understand.
I didn't recognize him at first. He had to explain who he was. I did the red arm.
Have you seen the meme where it's Anakin and he's just like, I don't understand. I've thought about her for years and she doesn't even recognize me. And then it shows another one. It's that's probably because you have the red arm. And it shows C-3PO's red arm.
It's not just Anakin. They're starting to pop up, and it's not just Star Wars stuff.
What happens?
All sorts of shit.
What happens if you have 10 chairs, or 7 chairs and 10 children? Get 3 more chairs. Kill 3 children. Oh, it's so great. Sorry. Okay, so while you're at it, what is your favorite moment?
My favorite moment is I theoretically have 2 now. One's a new school one, which is Vader in Rogue One.
Oh yeah, that was good. It was good.
I was laugh crying through that whole happy sadness.
Yes.
But my all-time favorite moment is something I did. I can't tell you how many times I tried to do it, but it's not possible for a fat kid to stand on the diving board and turn around, jump off, grab the diving board, flip up for the saber. You can't do it. You just fall in the pool. Right? When you're a fat little kid, you can't do it like Luke can. It's very disappointing.
Use the Force, BC.
We're sharing a moment because I tried doing that so many times.
Did you really?
And I would make it up to the board, but the problem is the board is still moving. So I think it would have been less embarrassing just to fall into the damn pool because it's like, ooh, ooh. Like the diving board is like, and then I like fall into the water upside down or some shit. I tried that so many times.
I can't tell you how many times I've hurt my.
Chris?
Oh boy, I would say, wow, man, such an interesting franchise with so many great moments.
You've had like 4 minutes.
I know.
Or like 15 minutes to think about this.
I originally was going to say the 1978 Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh God, no! You just turn off the mic. Turn off the mic.
I'm kidding.
I don't think there ever was one of those.
My favorite moment in Star Wars was in Empire.
Yeah.
No, it's not the man running with the ice cream maker.
He got an action figure.
He got an action figure.
He did get an action figure. He did.
But my favorite was when Luke lands on Dagobah.
I thought you were going to say when Luke and Leia kiss, but then it took me a second to translate. Luke lands on Dagobah.
Luke crash lands on Dagobah, and you get your first introduction to Yoda, because he thinks Yoda's this great and mighty warrior, and he turns out, he's a little guy, but he's got so much, power and in such a tiny little form, and it, I don't know, it hit me as a kid, and it made you think. It's like, the smallest things in the universe have the greatest power.
That's cool.
And I don't know, it just, I had that, I think I was 4 when I saw it, and I had that, that mental moment, and you think, wow, that's kind of cool.
That's
a little
awesome.
guy like me could do this. Maybe I can do it when I get older.
I've never heard something like that come from Chris. That was amazing.
That was great.
Yeah.
I mean, no, the Yoda's had some great. I mean, episode 2. As much credit, as much hassle as we can give the prequels. When Yoda pulls out a fucking lightsaber, and you go, what?
And it's not just pulls out a lightsaber. He just like goes.
He drops the rope and force. Yes.
And it always goes back, and he's flipping and jumping all over the place, and then you subconsciously go, that's why he made Luke run and do all those flips.
Yeah, and like
it all makes sense now.
But in all of the ad work for that movie, when they Huda Man, Yoda Man, like that is so corny as hell. But to see Yoda, and then start. We're sitting in the theater like I think I was with like 8 friends of mine. We're just like, like the theater is screaming because Yoda is eating his lunch.
I think for me is whenever he shakes the table. I think for me, there's a couple. One is anytime you ever see the Jedi, and learn more about the Jedi religion. Those are always my favorite moments. I love the Jedi Order, the Force. Just every time they get into that, like when I watched Clone Wars, when I watched Rebels, everything. Jedi.
I think that Rebels is ending.
I know, but it's okay. It's going to end on a high note, I'm pretty sure.
I like that they go, we know how we're ending it. And
I do too.
We're not going to let it drag on. We're just going to end it. And this isn't all that's coming. There's more coming.
Yeah.
We do exist in a world of Star Wars.
We do, and I love it. But my all-time favorite anything for Star Wars is John Williams.
Oh, yeah.
His score, he's the only one that could have ever done it. And it hits the heartstrings. We talked about it for a second. Like, you were crying the first moment that you saw it for Force Awakens, or whenever it hit you and you heard it. And so it's always the right tone. It's always the right movement, everything. And I'm a guy who's affected by music. Right. And so I love it. Everything about it is just iconic.
This man has mastered the moment.
Yes.
From when we see the Empire and that theme, Luke on Tatooine, looking at the suns,
twin suns.
All of those. I don't think this movie would be what it is without that.
It takes me back to Family Guy whenever they did the Star Wars specials, and they're like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Elfman.
After they go, oh man, now we got to finish with Danny Elfman.
Yeah. Don't they burn it all down over there? Yeah.
Just dude, that's why this year, as always, I've started going to Vegas every year for my birthday. Well, on the day after my birthday, August 5th, is the year. This year is when John Williams is performing at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. So I decided that, you know what, he's not going to be doing that for many more years. Not. This year, I'm leaving Vegas the day after my birthday, going straight to LA just because I want to see him perform.
That's not a far flight, so
no, it's not, nice. And it's amazing. My theme music is the Imperial March because it is iconically the greatest piece of music I think ever composed.
No, I think Matt's right. Just like every bit of music fits perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one thing my friend had said. Like, she still enjoyed Rogue One, but that was one thing she did not like, was that it wasn't him that wrote the music. Like, it was his protege.
And the problem with that is Michael Giacchino was given 4 weeks to score that film.
Right, and knowing that...
That's tough to do.
It is, and the music was still good, but for her, it's like with Matt, she just feels the music, and the music drives her.
Yeah.
It's the tones that he picks for. You feel them.
And he still did fantastic, given that he basically had a month to write the music for it. But that was her only complaint, really.
I see that too, and I get that one. And I like Michael Giacchino. I think he's gonna be good to take over when his time comes. But there's nothing like a John Williams score.
Yeah.
It's not even just Star Wars. Everything he's done, incredible.
Yep. All right, so that is it for our Star Wars discussion. Guys, tell us your favorite Star Wars moments by just putting it in the chat right here, right now.
Or
Put
in
it
the
right
comment
there.
section if you're watching this later on.
Right, there you go, on the comment section. Or you can tweet us at SCNS Live. We are here for you. We cannot wait to hear from you, and we will respond to you, and that's the biggest thing about it.
Now, I want to hear some arguing.
Right? Okay, so we're going to take a break for a moment. We're going to Guardians, right? Is that what we're doing? Are we doing that?
Well, I mean, we've got our Guardians video, but we are running short on time, but I did want to hear these two.
Oh, I thought we were going to go into that afterward, but that's fine. Let's go. Hit it.
Well, we did our Guardians.
No,
Ding, ding, ding.
Go ahead.
No, I don't think it's going to be a fight.
No, not at all.
Because I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. Fight!
All right, so real quick, there's going to be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, you're going to have to mute again.
Shoot,
Sorry.
I need to leave then, apparently.
You haven't seen this the first episode of
American Gods.
We'll just step out.
I will try very hard not to be...
I honestly don't think there's much to spoil in the show.
There's really not, but I want to play it safe, because there are some people that are like me who are,
don't want to know anything.
Yeah.
That's how I am with certain movies and whatnot.
But basically, how it stacks up with the book, because I know some people had questions about that. The first episode, while very true to the book, is also not as true as I remember it, because it's been a few years. I've actually started rereading the book. It follows the sequence of events almost identically. The only difference is some of the things that they do. And they did that to better show the personalities of the characters, I feel. Because Shadow was kind of a flat character in the book, but he has a lot more personality in the show. Which, I mean, he still seems kind of flat in the show, but we haven't gotten to see much of him. Most of the stuff we've seen has been the gods. That's where most of the personalities come from, because, well, they're gods. They're larger than life anyway.
Yeah.
It does start out very gory, because that's Brian Fuller.
Oh, yeah.
Just know that this show is not for kids.
Oh, no.
Definitely not for kids. I mean, a woman eats a man with her vagina, which I did not.
That was a really good part.
And that I'm gonna.
I did love that part.
Quick story: when I was in college, that was when I first read this book. I was reading it in one of my literature classes, like just to myself, because I was that weirdo that just read on her own free time. And the teacher walked up behind me as I get to the part where they start having sex, and I'm like, I'm just going to shut the book because my teacher doesn't need to think I'm reading porn. And then I started reading later, and she's eating him with the vagina, and she still was hovering over me, and I'm like, this is the most awkward thing I've ever done.
Did it have teeth?
No. She just like he shrinks and goes in, so it's fine. But no, yes. But getting on to the actual episode, I think it was very well done. I did like the pacing of it. I might have enjoyed it a little bit more because I know the book. I did watch it with some people that hadn't read the book, and it's made them want to read the book, which is good. And and I know people that weren't able to read it because it is kind of a chore to get to the good parts in the story, but I think you would enjoy the show, viewers. I'm trying to not spoil things. I'm sorry.
Well, as being someone who did not read the book, I can tell you the show didn't want to make me read the book, but then again, nothing makes me want to read a book. So, that's not that. But I don't know, I wasn't able to get sucked into it very well, like I am with most HBO shows. It felt very pretentious to me and very overdone artsy. and it just didn't connect with me on that level there. I liked everyone in it. I think everyone from, especially Paul Schreiber playing the Leprechaun.
Yes.
Mad Sweeney. He was so good. He's hilarious. I love that guy. Ian McShane can do no wrong. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know what it was about it. I just couldn't really get into it, and I'm gonna give it 3 episodes at least, because you got to give every show 3 episodes. That's my rule. Before I can shut it down, 3 episodes. But I just feel like there's something was missing. It just quite wasn't there for me.
Right, and I think the addition of some of the other gods are going to help with that, because I mean, again, we've only met 2 now.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, we met 3 gods in the first episode. I'm going to count a leprechaun as a god. Whatever. We've met the leprechaun, Mad Sweeney. Yeah. We've met Bilquis, the goddess of lust, and the wife of Solomon.
Yeah.
Queen of Sheba, all that stuff. And we have met Odin. So and Odin is going to be the main god of the story if you have not already, when you watch the episode.
He's Thor's father.
Yes. So of course, yes. And
it's all one. It's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all tied in.
It's fine. It's fine.
I just I'm excited, and we haven't seen everybody in there yet. It's still just episode 1. I'm excited to see Crispin Glover.
Yes, and he plays one of my favorite gods, Anansi.
Yeah. Which,
gonna do a quick plug again for the book. Anansi Boys is the continuation of this book where you follow the story of Anansi and his children. Because I mean, they can have kids.
And I'm also overly excited that I probably shouldn't be, but I'm overly excited to see Dane Cook. Because
oh my god,
I'm a Dane Cook mark. I can't help it. I love that guy.
What I love is they have him playing the douchebag.
And Orlando Jones.
Oh, it's Mr. Nancy.
The 7-Up guy.
He's Mr. Nancy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Orlando Jones is Mr. Nancy. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Anansi.
Yeah.
Actually, I found it's pronounced Anansi.
Oh, maybe.
I'm trying to.
I don't think they've said the name on the show yet, so I don't.
I watched there's a video here on YouTube that goes over the mythos for some of the gods that are going to be in the show, and they had like a little clip from like an actual thing. They said Anansi. I'm like, I've been trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I've been pronouncing it wrong, but.
Well, I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I will definitely give it more, because I saw, and a lot of people who I trust a lot more than me, they all loved it. I haven't really been able to see anybody who has felt really the same way as me. So maybe it's just me, maybe it's just something that I'm not clicking with, but I'm definitely at least going to watch 2 more episodes.
Yes. Well, one goddess that we haven't got to meet yet that I'm the most excited for, and I think this is going to be one of the better ones, is Kristen Chenoweth as Easter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I realized just how perfect that was for her, because Easter, while all the old gods are dying because no one's worshiping them, she's doing pretty good for herself, because we celebrate Easter. And while we don't celebrate in a pagan way, we still celebrate in pagan traditional ways with feasts and all that kind of thing. So she's doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
So she's the popular god, and if you remember Wicked, she was the original Glinda the Good Witch.
Oh.
So she was the original one that sang Popular. You're gonna be popular.
That makes sense.
Yep, so it's perfect for her. And I love that one of the first shots we see of her is her going, hello. Oh, shit. That was the first thing we ever get to see of her in the trailers, so it's gonna be great. But in the next episode, if you just gonna go with that to fill in time, and because I'm excited, we get to meet Mr. Wednesday's hammer, as he calls him.
Okay.
And it's not what you think.
Oh, all right. Well,
because I got excited too when I was reading the book, and then I was disappointed. Not really. Disappointed because
so it's not Mjolnir?
Can't say.
Is it? Maybe it is Mjolnir. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. All right.
What? Did y'all get it?
Well, as they come back here, I want to remind you guys something really cool, and something we're doing this month is We are saluting, and we're saluting those who stand up for others, whether they're protecting the galaxy, the world, or just the neighborhood. All hail the Guardians! Guardians is Loot Crate's theme of May, with items from Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Wars, Destiny, and the Goonies. And as always, it comes with its monthly t-shirt and pin. Right now, you can get a discount on Loot Crate by going to lootcrate.com/SCNS Live or putting in the promo code SCNS Live. Do not miss out on all this awesome loot in these subscription boxes you can get once a month. You want to see some of the stuff that we have? Go check out our unboxing videos right here on youtube.com/SCNS Live.
I'm wearing Kylo Ren socks that I got from Loot Crate. So
I was just saying today, I was getting really pissed. I was looking at all my Loot Crate socks. I go, I don't have any Star Wars ones. I bet Matt has them.
I do. My wife has BB-8 socks to go with her BB-8 dress.
You take all the socks.
I love socks.
I was wearing the Optimus Prime ones too.
Nice.
The Ranger game the other day.
Yeah, if you haven't seen a BB-8 dress, go on my Instagram @MoveTheJoystick. You can see my wife wearing a BB-8 dress today.
And she looks adorable.
It's fleek, guys.
It's on fleek.
It's on fleek.
That's a word. Okay.
Well, I do have one more thing to add to the show because it is, not only May the 4th, we got another holiday coming up this Saturday, and it's Free Comic Book Day.
Free Comic Book Day.
And I will be going around to some of the best stores in Dallas, trying to get some free swag, getting in on the sales, and things like that. But I would like to give a shout out to the best stores, well, not the best stores, the ones I think the most is going on at. First and foremost, to give a shout out to Zeus Comics and Richard over there. Our friends at Show Enough Studios will be over there doing caricatures and giving away comics. And of course, Terry's going to have his Robicide comic there. And those are our buddies. We like to give them a shout and all the time. CW33 will be over there as well, along with artists and writers. Nice. Jenny Friesen, Jen Van Meter, who worked on Wonder Woman and Black Cat, Michael Lark for Gotham Central, Ken Lowry, who does a couple of independent Ken's our buddy. But they're going to have a lot of artists and writers over there sharing their work, so there's going to be a lot of original stuff over there. Now, the biggest in the area is probably going to be Madness Comics,
absolutely,
who will be having sales, and also they have 4 of the original Power Rangers team there. They have David Yost, the Blue Ranger, Karen Ashley, the Yellow Ranger, Dave Fielding, who was Zordon, and Walter Jones, the Black Ranger, will be there as well. Jim Cummings, voice of Darkwing Duck, and all the voices of your childhood will be there as well.
That's badass.
Oh my God.
Julie Dolan, who voices Leia on Rebels. Mm-hmm. Tom Kane, who voices...
wasn't he...
Who was that?
Wasn't he Yoda on...
Yes, he was Yoda.
Yeah.
He was Yoda. And Matthew Wood, who voices Grievous, will be there as well. Gearbox Software will be in the house. They'll have a couple voice actors from Battleborn over there.
Nice.
And a couple things there. They also are going to have Walter Koenig and the actress that played Natasha Yar on Star Trek.
Denise Crosby?
Thank you. Denise Crosby. So as far as like a big guest list, Madness has it.
That's awesome.
But also, I do want to give a shout out to Doc's Comics in Frisco because they will be giving out free comics to people coming in cosplay, and our friends from Heroic Inner Kids will be over there. Please drop by, give a donation to Heroic Inner Kids. They go out and cosplay, they make children happy. It's a very good mission. Doc's Comics in Frisco. Those are what I think are the best stores. Well, that's the ones I'm going to be hitting up mostly. If you know of others, go ahead and let me know in the comments. But I'll be going out on the YouTube channel, our Facebook, and Instagram, showing those off. So.
Now, that's great. That's awesome. You guys need to go out to Free Comic Book Day.
And there will be over 50 free comics this year.
That's going to be amazing.
This one's a big one this year. So, over 50 different titles.
I don't know why 2017 is, but we're not going to complain.
That's a lot of great stuff.
But what's also coming out this week is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
That comes out tomorrow.
Comes out
tonight. No, it comes out now.
Tonight. Oh my God.
It came out today.
Oh, it came out during the day?
Theoretically, it's officially released tomorrow. There was like 10:25 a.m. showings.
Really?
And a noon
What?
showing today.
Why didn't you go?
I didn't know that
okay.
until I was in Frisco today. And I was like, what? Because I was looking at my time. And I was like, that's really weird.
Yeah. That's
But
really weird.
I'm not going to complain.
No?
And there's no midnight showing tonight. Last one's at 10:45.
Interesting.
So it's just they're really
I like that,
messing.
though.
They're really messing with these Thursday releases.
I like that, though. As I've gotten older, I can't do a
sooner
midnight
I
show.
get it,
No,
the better.
I kind of like the midnight show
can't do a midnight
because
show.
there's less people there.
And as we
And we all
said,
know how much I hate.
I don't know. It depends on
thanks.
which theater you go to.
now Chris had an interesting question, and we covered this in the review. Like, is this movie worth going to see in IMAX?
Yes.
Go ahead, man.
I'm a some of the folks here know that I'm it depends on, do I like IMAX? I also like going to the drive-in. Is it worth me spending my money actually going to IMAX?
At least once.
Now, are you saying IMAX or IMAX 3D?
See, I'm saying IMAX 3D because that's the way that Jason and I watched it. We watched it IMAX 3D with terrible audio. So, I would say that
we'll tell you later.
Well, you have to see it at least once in it. I mean, I think out of all the ones I've seen recently, like Beauty and the Beast wasn't worth it. But I would say that this one, it's not necessarily that anything's coming at you all the time, but it's kind of cool to see.
Beautiful.
Here's my thing. The only 3D movie that I've ever seen that I was like, yes, that needed to be in 3D was Gravity. Other than Gravity,
Avatar.
Nothing. I never saw Avatar in 3D because I hate 3D with a passion.
Yeah.
Now,
well, if you hate it with a passion, don't see it.
I did see Star Wars in 3D, and I was like, well, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad they wasn't the first time.
Sure.
And I went and saw Doctor Strange. Did we see it? We saw it in IMAX 3D.
We did, yeah.
And that was one change in my mind on it.
And, well, when I went back and saw it regular, I was like, I should have just saw regular the first time.
Here's my thing. Watch tonight. You're going tonight.
Yes.
Watch the 2D version tonight.
Yeah.
You're going to love it. You're going to want to see it again. On the next go 3D.
Because this is a movie worth seeing multiple times.
Yes, it is. And if you want to hear more of our review, you can go ahead and go on youtube.com. It's on Cinelinks, right?
Oh, I've actually put a link right down there.
Oh, excellent.
You can actually see it.
Go to this link. Go to this link and check it out there. And you can watch Jason and I break down the whole movie. I mean, there's a couple of spoilers, but not a whole lot. And then you can also go on cinelinks.com and check out the review. The written review will be up tomorrow, and it will be spoiler free.
Oh, there's going to be a spoiler review soon, though. We got to spoil some shit.
Now, I just want to make sure. You were joking earlier today when you told me that Howard the Duck was in the whole movie, right?
No, I was joking. Okay. I was joking. Yeah, I was messing with him.
No, he's totally in the whole movie.
He's totally in the whole movie. He does things.
All right.
He's a key part. He's the main villain.
And there's a scene with Thanos on the toilet.
And the main hero.
I'm just making up shit now.
He's not the hero we deserve.
He just got the mental image of Thanos on a toilet.
That's true.
That's true. All right, well, guys, we went a little long today because, let's face it, it's Star Wars, and we have to give it its time. All right, we got to give it its due. So that's it for us, though. So let's go ahead and plug where you can find us. You can find Professor Chris K at
pretty much everywhere.
Thank you. All right, and
pretty much everywhere.
You can find BC at
RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC on all social medias. That's Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And on the Death Star. You can find me.
We're building a new one.
You can find me at Move the Joystick.
Put something over that hole.
You can find me on Twitter at HawksPerch, or you can find me on Instagram at Corodono, Korodono.
And you can find Jason
at Jason the X, Instagram and Twitter.
Okay. That's it for us.
Rob Entropy at Entropy1, but he doesn't want you to follow him.
That's true. So,
go watch my mad running videos.
For Rob, for Chris, for BC, for myself, for Cora, and for Jason the Extraterrestrial, we'd like to say to you, keep on nerding! And free comic book day.
Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date on all of our content on SCNS Live.